and Vario,
Yeah,
right?
do Xihx and Varriell.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, we need to tell Depressive.
Yeah, Burger King, you can start streaming right now. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Project Hexagon stream. My name is Dami Kriola, and we will be seeing will be seeing the semi-finals round of Postcard from Matt right here, right now. Sorry, we just had to do a quick reshuffling of streamers, quick reshuffling in the commentary booth, but we are back and readier than ever. In the commentary booth with me today, we'll be having Philoxen managing our TriCast. Meanwhile, we'll have Spawny, the map cooler, and one of the people from our mapping quality assurance team of 6WC coming to join us for color casting. And meanwhile, me, Gami Crayola, I'm the host, and I will be our play-by-play caster for today. Philoxen, would you like to do a quick introduction of what we have in store for us?
Yep, hello everyone. I'm pleased to be here. We are gonna cover the matchup of Xihx versus Variel, the top part of the bracket matchup, which should be really interesting to watch because, well, both of the players that we have, which are Xihx and Variel, are they are pretty well rounded. Both of them are both Asians and are D rankers, of course. What would you say about it? Xihx coming back from a long break and already shown us that he he hasn't lost any of his skill, and by winning against Tianling and advancing to semifinals as seed 1. While on the other hand, you have Variel, who is not as experienced, but is also extremely strong, beating both Seed 4 Satoru Dupont and Seed 5 Kayadori, which were really tough matchups for him, but in both of them he managed to went to them to tiebreaker and secured the victory. And now he is faced with even a more tough challenge, which is Xihx, who is Seed 1, for your information. And yeah, we will see how this goes for Variel, the dark horse of the tournament.
Yep, that's right. Right now, we are currently joining into Philoxenia's only map. I think he mentioned to the ref that he only wanted to play Drum Surfer, and afterwards he will FM, which is why we will be covering Xihx and Variel very shortly right after this. Currently on the ground, what's happening with Xihx versus Variel? It seems as though they have just gotten through their first pick. I believe Variel picked No Mod 3, which I believe is the Drake song Nice for What, and Xihx did emerge victorious. Meanwhile, Xihx is now responding with a hidden 2 pick via Neurotica by Function Phantom, which we will hopefully be switching over very soon once we get the ad ref and the green light from Depressive.
Yep, that's right. But so far we get to see Philoxenia only ones really on hidden 4 of our pool, which is Dumb Surfer. You know it, you love it. One of the most popular gimmick maps, low AR testing maps, which is played with hidden by both of those players. So far, Zerilia is having a slight combo advantage and a slight accuracy advantage, which allows him to get 20k score difference. But yeah, we were just informed before the match that Philoxenia is gonna FF after this map, and this is the entire reason of why we are gonna be switching to Xihx versus Variel matchup pretty soon.
Yep, nothing much more to say. So we're gonna be holding out until we get the switch of matchups. Our streamer is currently doing their best to change the matchup, and it looks like we are gonna switch very quickly to our next matchup. And thank you so much, Burger King. And it looks like we're gonna see a HG2. Spawny, take it away. Oh wait, no. We are jumping. Never mind. We are jumping straight into it. But Spawny, go for it.
Sure, I mean, I'll just do it short and simple. Look, this map pretty much invented tech as a genre, Skystar, being a mapper that was not afraid to map the song to as much of the complexity as the song has, unlike other mappers like RLC who will simplify the shit out of the song because they're too scared to. Skystar created this whole concept of actually representing difficulty and hard concepts in hard songs, and invented tech while doing so. This map is considered the first tech map ever made.
Yeah, that's right, and we are currently joining in right now where Xihx is going absolutely ham towards the tail end of this map. Still holding that 99% ag FC. I mean, this is just the Xihx special. High ag, what can you really expect? Finally finds that miss, but I mean, what a score from Xihx, and what a way to earn another point against, I believe, Varriell. I do think the names on stream are wrong. Team Blue is supposed to be Varial, and instead it's Philoxenia, but hopefully we should get that sorted out very, very soon.
And I do just want to say really quickly, so one more thing about this map. When Wabufulf was the #1 player in Osu, and when this map just came out, he struggled to FC this on a sight read. This map was considered pretty hard when it came out, even to like the top 10 players at that time. A lot has changed since then.
That's right. Well, I'm sorry. How much PP is even that play that Xihx just performed? 99% accuracy, almost FC in the map. I believe that's at least 250, if not more. And yeah, very, very strong pick for Xihx. It is his own pick, and now it's time for Variel to reply to Xihx with something. I believe Variel, of course, practiced the map pool, surely, right? And yeah, we just have to guess what Variel picks. Probably something that he will be comfortable on. Nothing more. Because you know it's 5.8 stars. Variel is of course a strong player, but even for him 5.8 is kinda rough. And we're gonna be seeing Hidden 4. Spawny, I believe you can say a couple of things about the map.
I mean, the thing about Disco, the mapper of Dom Surfer, is just the fact that he's an incredibly consistent mapper who's able to come up with these concepts that are not like tailored specifically to test the skill set like other reading maps are, but this map is tailored to be a fun, enjoyable experience to a lot of people. I know I do. I know Rai loves this. I know other people in this community loves this map. And it's just incredibly well structured and well thought out. Not like other reading maps, especially around this time. There's thought behind this.
Yeah, exactly. And as we just saw in the other matchup that was happening right now, which was Philoxenia, both of those players, although being extremely strong, one of the strongest D rankers left in 6 digit, even they struggled with playing the map. They both only got like 100k score with Hidden. So you can already tell that either of those players, if not both, are gonna be struggling on the map pretty much. So I believe the question for this map is who is gonna struggle less, because I know for sure that none of them will FC the map unless they like god mode. And yeah, now we're gonna be jumping straight into the map.
Yep, that's right. And as Philoxen mentioned, I mean, this is just so intense on your reading, right? And we're already going to start to see a bunch of these players begin to struggle, but not Variel, apparently. I mean, Variel looks like he is comfy on this map. Xihx struggling a lot, but Variel still holding that 97% ag, and it looks like he's in a much better spot going into this map. Of course, I mean, on a map like this, really, you can never exercise any sort of true comfort. But for what it's worth, Variel is giving Xihx a very, very hard time in terms of making this comeback. And this is a relatively short map to, well, when you put it in the context of the rest of the pool, right?
Yeah, okay, also, I'm sorry, but Variel also, already almost outperformed Zerelia and Philoxenia. They got around the same scores just by the end of the map, and Variel just managed to match their scores just being 1/4 through the map. This accuracy and this ability to read the map is really, really strong that he has. So yeah, as we said, Varial definitely came prepared for the match. Even though they're playing against Seed 1 and losing 2-0, it's never too late for Varial to start a comeback, as we saw previously while doing that comeback against Xihx. Against Satori the Pawn, losing 3-0 and then managing to beat them 4-3. Of course, they're gonna be struggling on that Ki section, but still, this is very impressive.
Yeah, definitely right. And I mean, we are just halfway through the map, and really, there's just nothing much more to say. I mean, Vario is just dominating with this lead. Does find a bunch of chain misses, but I mean, so does Xihx. This is by far one of the hardest maps in this pool, right? And it's really one of those skill sets where either you can or you can't. It's AR5 on hidden. Definitely an incredibly practice-heavy map, and one that definitely favors gimmick specialists. And I mean, with a map as polarizing as this, finding players that are able to cover this sort of skill set is incredibly rare.
Yeah, looks like Varial is one of the new best gimmick players in 6-digit. And yeah, just based off that score, I'm completely gapping seed 1 of the event, which is Xihx. While keep in mind, Varel is only seed 12 and he already made a lot of upsets against seed 4 and seed 5, and now we see him in semifinals. And yeah, he honestly might even get an invitation to the Epic Theater if everything goes right for him. But yeah, now back into the map. It's a bit, we are now approaching a more chill part of the map, and Variel is comboing it.
I mean, honestly, fantastic pick from Variel. Definitely what you want to see. But the question is, right, this map pool doesn't feature a lot like this map. Of course, there are a lot of maps that are very gimmicky in nature, but none quite as intense and polarizing as this one. So the question is this just going to be a one-off trick from Variel, right? Is this just gonna be, you know, that HD4 that Variel picks as their pocket pick? Will they be able to maintain, you know, continue to put their points on the board and, you know, of course, find that breakpoint that they need against Xihx to maybe even take this to a tiebreaker or maintain an even playing field against Xihx? That'll be a question that will hopefully be answered moving on in this matchup.
Well, yep, that's a good question from Gamili. We don't know if Variel definitely standed his ground on his signature pick, but now Xihx will have to reply with something, and I'm pretty sure that Xihx knows what he's doing and that he can play most of the maps in the pool. Just looking at how they completely destroyed Tianling, who's one of the strongest European 6 digits, and also almost FCing Nuranisha in this match. Says a lot, and yeah, we are just gonna wait and see his next move. Yeah, well, in the chat, as Variel saying, he probably didn't expect a lot of picks for him to win, but now we finally get an answer from Xihx. Is no mod 1. Spawny?
No mod 1, no mod 1 coming out of the... Oh, this is this map. I love this map. I adore this map. It is a really short and sweet map that focuses on the idea of progression. Just like the modern Chinese style today, they always have concepts in mind, and this concept was its very, very interesting visual identity that I've never seen in any other map, using symmetry and using the circular sliders that you'll see in the chorus, with the verses consistently hinting at the chorus and what the chorus is going to be like, practically begging the player to realize what's coming for them. It's just such a well-executed progression map. Really well done. YF is just a genius. Honestly, one of my favorite mappers.
Ooh, interesting. Looks like Xihx shares your opinions, also saying that he loves YF. Yeah, also what I noticed is that the map is relatively short compared to other maps in the pool that are sometimes even exceed the 5 minute drain yeah, mark. This one is slightly shorter, around 2 minutes long. So yeah, you'll have to see that maybe. Yeah, also I believe this is the highest no mod star rating map, um, which is yeah quite interesting considering it's also quite short. I believe yeah the mechanics, the jumps on the map are gonna be really tough for players, and let's see how well they will handle those jumps.
Yep, 100%. We'll definitely be definitely interested to see how these players perform on a map like this. Funnily enough, of course, expect the Nobot one to be the one to subvert the duration or the map length expectations, being I believe one of the shortest maps in the pool, right? In it immediately throughout this map already we are seeing a bunch of these flow patterns immediately come to greet these players, and this map definitely does not let off anytime soon. Given how short this map is, it really relies on your ability to hold that early combo and the ability to maintain that combo throughout the map. And I mean, we are now getting just out of our KI and into a more slow section for these players to regain their composure and build that combo back up.
Yep, and this is crucial for Xihx as he has a crazy combo advantage right now. Now he's just gonna get more of those free combos. Oh, but though the first Ki is starting now, and it's favoring Xihx even more, managing to hit through that crazy section while Varial finding constant misses.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're back in the game. Xihx, I mean, it's just completely steamrolling right now. Second half of the map, and Xihx is comfortably in the lead. Finally finds that miss. Burial does have a pretty solid, a pretty respectable combo to make the comeback. But once again, on a map as short as this, you really want to rely on as much a combo as you can get. And Burial just simply does not have any of that right now, as he continues to hold throughout this map. I mean, he finds that miss, and Xihx is just looking to completely dominate, maintaining that score lead in his favor. The disc spike comes in, Xihx continues to dominate. Burial finds that miss, and I think that's the final nail in the coffin to be hit.
Yeah, Xihx might have some issues when it comes to Varial's picks, but when it's Xihx himself picking the map, he is very strong on them, and it is almost impossible to get a breakpoint of Xihx, and this is what we are seeing. Almost more than doubling the score of Varial. Xihx 560k score, 97% accuracy, crazy performance, and this is gonna be the third point for Xihx. Now the match score is 3-1.
Yeah, definitely right. Xihx is just 1 point away from that match point. And the question is, what does Vario really have left in the pool, right? I mean, you've wasted, you already used up your token pick, you've used up that guaranteed trump card, but I mean, what else do you have left to use?
I just don't know. I think Xihx banned every other kind of gimmick pick that Varial could have used. So now it is a very tough situation for Varial. He needs to adapt to the situation that he is in right now, and try and think of something new that and hope that Xihx will not be comfortable on that type of a map. Meanwhile, in the chat, we are seeing Xihx thanking Spunny for such a map choice. So yeah, I get it. Some positive.
Rara is the one that pulls for map. Yeah,
Ooh,
for sure.
okay.
Xihx, correct.
So yeah, thanks to Rai and Spunny. You always love to see that positive feedback mid-match. Well, it really makes you appreciate the job that you're doing. But yeah, we're gonna finally be seeing a reply from Varriell, which is Hidden 5. Yep, Spunny, what can we say about the map?
Hidden 5 is basically the maturation of Niranisia from Skystar. It takes place 7 or 8, is it 7 or 8 no, like 6 or 5 years after Niranisia was made, and it just represents where modern tech is today. It's just, it takes what Niranisia does and absolutely goes balls to the wall with visual identity and how clean everything connects to each other. And as well as that, it just really emphasizes how everything flows cleanly into each other, which is a bit opposite of No Mod 4 in this pool, where that's the opposite side of tech today. This is a very clean, very polished, very nicely structured, very flowy, milky, clean flow tech map. There's not really a lot like it in the star range. It's just a pocket map. That's all you need to know. It's just so good.
I see. Thank you, Spawny. Well, is the BPM correct, or is it like a different timing?
This is an alt tech map. That is correct.
Oh, I see. With Hidden as well. This is gonna be interesting to watch. 6 minutes of an alt tech map with Hidden. Well, definitely type shit you would expect to see for a tiebreaker. But here we are as we're gonna be seeing this in a Hidden 5 slot. Honestly, I don't think we have seen this map a lot in previous matches that we have covered.
Why? Why? This map is so good!
Well, I don't know, for some reason, it wasn't as popular as, for example, Niranisia, and that we literally see in almost every single matchup that we're covering. But yeah, finally we get to see this Hidden 5, and we're gonna get that showcase of Hidden 5 in a bit. Because someone is not, someone is failing to ready up.
But yeah, we're gonna be jumping very quickly into Feel My Conscious, an extremely fun tech map, to say the very least. I believe this was in the Mapping Appreciation Project's finals tiebreaker slot, and you know, it is a phenomenal Camellia map. I mean, Camellia, known to be one of the most prominent rhythm game artists, and this map is one of those few maps that really enhance this track that Camellia has provided to the rhythm game scene. And I mean, we will be seeing these players go straight at it, especially on the hidden mod, which is gonna make things even more interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Feel My Conscience. Let's jump straight into it.
Yeah, right out the bat. Speaking of the player's comfortability, looks like Xihx is feeling pretty okay on his opponent's pick. Right now having the almost the same accuracy, 98 and 98 as well. Still the lead is on the side of Varriell just slightly, but it might change any second. Everyone hitting those slow jump patterns. And yeah, also looks like both of those players are fine when it comes to low BPM. I wanted to just say, but not after Varriell just chain missed one of those flow streams.
Then again, Xihx does find a miss as we jump full throttle into the KI, giving Varriell some room to breathe, but Varriell finds that next miss. Still, he's gonna make the score line stagnant as both players basically neck and neck in terms of combo. But with Xihx, as he has done through and through, all of his opponents continuing to maintain that accuracy lead over his adversary. Both of them trade misses left, right, and center. It's clear to see that nobody is truly consistent at all of these incredibly challenging and incredibly technical control sections. But that's it. I mean, it is still anybody's game as we are continuing to move forward. It is currently a 10k scoreline. Varriell's doing a very, very good job maintaining this score difference. But with that miss, it's not going to be too good as we move into the next section of the KI. This next section is more it features more start-stop patterns in addition to the sliders that we've already been seeing. And Xihx is just looking to up that score lead more and more, 300 and counting as we begin to move away from the first KI of this map.
Yeah, Xihx is just nailing every single slider right now, also having combo advantage. And yeah, to be fair, Xihx is the last person that you want to face in a 1v1 because they are really good combo gamer, and even if you match them in terms of combo, uh, they will still have better accuracy in 99% of the outcomes. So this is really tough for Varial right now. He's doing his best, but finding another break while Xihx isn't finding anything. He's just approaching the 600 combo mark with also the 3% accuracy advantage, which is crucial for Xihx.
That's right. And right now, I mean, this score lead is already generated to a massive, 60k. It might not seem like a lot on paper, but on a map as long as this, that definitely matters. Vario finds that miss on the bus slider, and that's definitely not what you want to see as we move into the connected slider section, or, very, very control heavy once again, similar to what the rest of the map has to offer. Xihx finally goes down, but the damage to the scoreline has been done. Vario needs to hold and hold if he wants to even think of beginning this comeback against Xihx. And for the record, it is not out of the question just yet. I mean, we still have about a third of the map left. Xihx has not shown, the same unshakable mentality that we've seen him put out through and through all his previous matches. In fact, we're seeing Xihx find misses right now. So, I mean, if Vario is able to maintain the score lead, I mean, maintain that combo, there might still be some hope for him. But the question is, will he be able to do that? The bus lighter comes in right before the final KI. Will Vario be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, yeah, those reverse sliders are helping Varial a lot. He will just need to hold for a bit longer, but they both find breaks on those crazy kick slider section. And now the final KI is starting. It's 60k score difference. It might not seem like it's a huge difference, but keep in mind the map is 6 minutes. The more the map, the more drain the map has, well, the harder it is to just bring back the combo, the score and the combo advantage. And Xihx is, although finding a lot of breaks, that just chain missing that stream, which just put the score difference from 60k to 40k. Now it's way better situation for Varial. Still some time left, around 2 minutes of the map, and it still might change. He will just need to see some more breaks from Xihx, and it might actually be doable.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's it. It is very, very difficult at this juncture. Even though the accuracy has equalized quite a bit, I just simply do not think that there is going to be enough time, nor map, nor combo for Vario to make this comeback. And as we near the last seconds of the map, it looks like Xihx is going to take this match to match point on Feel My Conscience. You'd love to see it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's just... yeah, there is not enough time for Varial to come back, I believe. Once again, even though the accuracy advantage is not that huge on side of Xihx, it still matters. It still matters, and it helps him out every single time on every single map. And it's a really nice feature to have if you're a tournament player, because, well, it's Core V2. The accuracy matters a lot more than in Core V1 system. And another break from Varial is gonna be the nail in the coffin, and Xihx is gonna be having the match point in this matchup and just being one step away from getting to final.
That is right.
When you see it.
Oh, I'm gonna... you need to die. You need to die.
When you see it,
That's
my
really
bad,
cringe,
game.
That's really cringe. That's really cringe, Spawny. I see how it is.
What?
Oh
Look
wait,
at
did I say
Discord.
Spawny again? Oh my god, it's actually over for me. I keep calling Philox and Spawny. It's over.
Bro. Okay.
Too late for this.
Yeah, I was like, what did Spawny do wrong? But yeah, we shall see. Wait, this is... Wait, that was Varial's pick, right? That's the
right,
worst
yeah.
part. So now it's Xihx's turn to try and secure that victory in semifinals. And oh boy, even though each player had 3 bans, there is still a lot of open slots left. And Xihx has plenty of maps to choose from. I just don't know which one it will be. Might the Industrial Nation based off the information, based off the experience that we had in previous matches. But no, I was wrong. This is gonna be Hard Rock 3 for Ground Eclipse Noble. Funny, your time to shine.
I mean, I think the best way I can put this is the fact that that Evil Elvis's style, if you ignore RLC, is the most studied style in Osu, because at the time this is just such an incredibly structured, clean, and fun way to do aim maps. And it's just done so well that it created this massive wave of mappers just trying to copy Evil Elvis's style, even to this day, including me. It's just, it's something of its own. It's got this combination of all of these geometric jump patterns which all connect to each other so well. There's so much thought and organization between each pattern, and then a combination of awkward to emphasize different points in the song, not just for the sake of being awkward. It has a purpose, and that's what a lot of aim maps should try and aim to be. And it's just a really, really good aim map in general. Sad that it's 5 minutes, we couldn't use this for map.
I see. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing Foreground Eclipse Noble, a really nice cover on that one Higurashi song. So yeah, any enjoyers of Higurashi in the chat, if you are, you will, yeah, you will have your ears blessed for the next 5 minutes, and for all of those Foreground Eclipse fans as well. Yeah, this is a really nice song. The map is pretty long, and it might be a bit boring for players, but yeah, the song itself, well, to me personally, is really dramatic. Yeah, you might feel emotional when playing it. To be fair,
I might start crying. I'm gonna start bawling.
He will start bawling, guys.
I'll start bawling, bro.
I can't even deny that. Like, the thing about Russian style is the fact that it just emphasizes the song so incredibly well. It just fuses itself with it. And yeah, it definitely brings out the emotion in the song, especially in choruses, especially in the final chorus. Oh my god.
Yeah, I totally agree. So if you've got intrigued by the words, you need to see what happens at the end. Yeah,
for sure. There is a big diff spike in the final chorus as well, and I will be hoping that I see an FC through that section, because if that is, that's like a 5 point, like, this is with hard rock as well. So with hard rock, that would be a 6.1 star chorus just from its like aim element. That's a big diff spike. I want to see how that goes. Anyways.
That's right. We're gonna be into Foreground Eclipse Noble. And of course, you'd love to see girls kissing in the background to greet us with this glorious Hard Rock 1.
Those are sisters.
Those are sisters.
What? I'm sorry, what? What?
It's okay, she's kissing her on her forehead. It's not like lesbian.
Hey guys, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the World Cup.
Are you telling me there's a problem with that?
No, there is no problem with that. It's just Camille has mistaken the the scene.
Oh shit, wait. Oh, they are not girls kissing. Oh wait, never mind. It's wholesome chat. My bad.
Yeah, it's very wholesome.
My bad. Only wholesome streams in 6-digit World Cup. Anyways, we are jumping straight into this 5-minute long war of attrition between both of these players. And I think the important thing to note in this matchup is the accuracy difference, right? Xihx, even though both of these players are very strong accuracy players, varriell being an SS player, in fact, I mean, Xihx is just that much more comfortable on, you know, these higher SR maps, and that accuracy that he normally has in his comfort SR of, like, you know, 5.7 really translates well into the hard rock, in the sense that he's able to, you know, get a better accuracy or get respectable accuracy on a bunch of these, you know, aimy standard hard rock ones. Meanwhile, varriell, who's more accustomed to, you know, lower SR maps that he can SS, despite having that skill, you know, of being able to accuracy game these lower SR maps, really not able to hold up when it comes to these like high AR maps that he just does not seem to be very well acquainted to. As we see varriell coming in with the first miss, as well as being at a 10% accuracy, more than a 10% accuracy deficit, going up against Xihx.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is how it works for those gimmick players. You're really good on hidden, but with hard rock, it's usually a different story. And this is what's happening to Varial. Consistency issues, while Xihx is not having any of those, as we are jumping straight into the first KI. Yeah, Varial as well. Accuracy advantage of Xihx, almost 18% accuracy advantage, which is huge. And of course, not even saying that Xihx is still FC in the map, and it's already 160k score difference. The first KI has just ended, so now it's gonna be even easier for Xihx to get more combo and to get even a higher score.
That's right, we are getting into a build up right now, and Variel continuing to find misses. Definitely not what you want to see, as Xihx is still pulling ahead comfortably with that 700 combo and counting. 1/3 of the map through, and I mean, there's really nothing Variel can do at this point. Xihx, a phenomenal pick, not just from not necessarily from a comfort pick standpoint, but from a pure, you know, research of the opponent, pure counter picking perspective. This is a phenomenal pick from Xihx.
Yeah,
Going
Xihx,
into this Hard Rock 1 pick.
Yeah, Xihx definitely has a perfect control over his cursor, hitting those jumps and yeah, even those rough sound patterns that might be off guard and that are catching by. Varial kind of recovered, but now the last couple of KIs are gonna kick in, and we just shall see if Varial will be able to hold through them. And of course, if Xihx will be able to secure an FC, I think it's already needless to say that Xihx is gonna be advancing to the final match.
But I guess the real question is to see how far can Xihx take this lead. We are in the last KI. This is where the disc spike really starts to hit. And Xihx is just eating all of it up. I mean, 91% accuracy, be damned. Xihx is going to hold that combo and combo game for, you know, a pretty rare moment where Xihx's combo, you know, outshines his accuracy. And as we draw into the 6.1 star aim div spike that Spawny was mentioning before the map started, Xihx is going to eat all of it up. This is why he is one of the scariest players going into the 6-digit World Cup. What a performance from Xihx.
Yep, that's exactly. Gamili couldn't have said it any better. And now this is the end of the map. Xihx is gonna secure the FC on Hard Rock 3 in a very, very badass manner. Beating Variel 5-1. Variel, of course, putting up a great performance as Seed 12, getting into semifinals, and yeah, beating Seed 4 in Seed 5. And it's still not over for Variel, because he's gonna have a third place match against Philoxenia in a bit. And Xihx, of course, congratulations for advancing. Yeah, in final match, you are gonna be facing Zerilia in final match, and this is one hell of a matchup that I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, definitely a matchup to behold. And in fact, this is a matchup that I would even see happening in playoffs. Xihx versus Zerilia. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for Loxon. But we'll have to check back in, hopefully in a bit, to see who will be emerging victorious from the postcard from map. And you know, both Xihx and Zerilia will be securing their qualifying placements to the 6WC playoffs. It's just a question of which tier they'll end up in. But yeah, from it's good. That's gonna be all from us in the semi-finals round. So we will check you guys back once again to see the final match of the postcard from map event.
Yep, bye bye. Thanks for watching.